got big red flag with Twitch recently, especially with that Twitch hack. Man, that was crazy. You stream quite a bit on Twitch now, right?
Yeah, I stream a
Yeah.
little
Did
bit.
you change your password, new stream key, everything?
Yeah. Thankfully, they didn't post how I'm making millions of dollars like
Right.
the other guys, but
You know what? What was crazy about that whole thing was that list so far, right? That list of
hmm
like this is how much all the streamers have made in the last 2 years. I think that's how far the list goes back. It's all the millions of
hmm
dollars. But it's like what was it, like 20 people making, it was like 18 people making over $2 million. And
hmm
everyone else, it just like it's like a curve. It just like shoots down, just drops off
Yeah.
dramatically. And I think it was what's his name, Harris Heller. He does a lot of YouTube content. He did a lot of streaming on Twitch. He has a couple playlists on Spotify that don't have any like copyright issues, so you can play like in the background. So he does a lot of stuff for streamers. He pointed out how if you take kind of like the median income of a house in America, like at 50 grand, only 0.02% of streamers make at least 50 grand. And I mean,
Damn.
there's a lot of people out here that don't do it just for fun. Like I've talked to people that want to start streaming and want to like make a living off of it. And I mean that's kind of scary to think about. That only like 0.02% make enough to kind of make a living, and it's insane. Like from my perspective, right? Because we're a YouTube channel, we do Twitch and everything, and luckily, like I love this. Like it's because we're called Higher Passion, right? So this is one of my passions. So I love doing this. It's really fun for me. But at the same time, you can see a lot of streamers that are really getting into it because they're throwing all the eggs in that basket, right? It's insane to
Yeah.
see. So but at the same time, some people might look at that list and be like, dude, I can make that, right? I can be there. I can be the next XQC, the next Shroud. Um, yeah, it's insane. I think it's really interesting. I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of uh, contention between YouTube and Twitch right now, and whether it's a stream on YouTube, stream on Twitch. Obviously, we're streaming on both right now, but even then, it's insane to think about how this hack might affect people and be like, oh man, maybe I should go to YouTube because there's less people streaming on YouTube right now,
hmm
right? And on the last episode, we talked about Tim the Tatman and Dr. Lupo, huge names on Twitch
hmm
who jumped ship and went over to YouTube, kind of following their homie Courage, who went over there as well. But at the same time, you get Nick Merckx, who's obviously a big streamer, the biggest probably controller like that doesn't play on mouse and keyboard streamer. He's he just re-signed with Twitch. So I mean, who knows how much money he signed up for. I don't think that was in the data leak, but they're
hmm
still like competing, and I think the competition's good. I think the competition's good right now. I still catch Tim and Tatman streams on YouTube. He broke some records like right away when he first started streaming. He even beat like some of Dr. Disrespect records, which are pretty cool to see. But the fact that
Yeah.
a lot of the names I'm naming off right now are now on YouTube instead of Twitch kind of makes you think about, all right, what's Twitch going to change? What are they going to do? Because as of now, I mean, obviously we're making a joke of the whole Twitter thing with the red flags. Like, what's a red flag for you? But I mean, a lot of red flags showing over on Twitch right now, and you hear it every day. You hear random streamers getting banned because they showed too much skin.
hmm
Where on the other hand, you have like Amaranth, who is literally up there in like a
Yeah.
bikini, and I mean, she's gotten a couple bans too. I think she's been banned like 5 times. It's insane.
hmm
But the inconsistency in there is scary. The how people getting banned and then they just keep coming back. That's kind of weird too. I mean, you see that a lot with
hmm
XQC. He got banned a couple different times, and he's making the second most on Twitch according to that list that was leaked. So I don't know. It's pretty insane that this whole Twitch hack, the whole leak, everything is just kind of crazy to me.
Yeah. Same here. And I actually, I mean, you would realize this too, but for me, it kind of is like a parallel with being a music artist too. You know,
Yep.
the top artists are gonna make so much money, and then it's just gonna fall down a cliff because people aren't streaming those guys as much, like the smaller guys, and they have to do more than one thing. You can't just put out music anymore. Like streamers, they can't just get on and stream. They have to do other stuff. Like a lot of them have
Oh yeah.
Patreons or
YouTube content.
their Discords, YouTube content, like the little join thing on YouTube. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's like you have to do so much more than just one thing, sadly now. And yeah, like I'm starting to get into streaming and I'm trying to get better and better at it, but it's like I'm starting over like from where I was with music because I have to build it up
Yeah.
again and do so many just streaming. And yeah, I mean it's crazy because we were talking about it too about maybe for me trying to start with YouTube
Yep.
streaming,
Yeah, we talked about it for a
and I
minute.
did it. Yeah, and I did that for a while, and it was cool. I mean, I like doing it on YouTube, but it's just they're not a streaming platform, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Like, so their eggs aren't all in that basket.
Yeah.
So sometimes when it's like that, it's not as good of a product, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like even I don't know, do you get live notifications
Yeah,
on
YouTube
YouTube?
is still crazy. I think they're still trying to figure out what they're doing.
Yeah.
Cause with YouTube, like if you're watching this live right now, we have a couple viewers. If you're watching this live right now, like it showed up on your feed, right? Like,
Mhm.
but you just were on YouTube, on regular YouTube, your YouTube home. It
Exactly.
just one of the videos said live, and you just clicked on it.
Mhm.
I think YouTube might have to get to the point where I mean, they have a whole YouTube gaming division now, so they have to get to the point where they make like their own site to like officially compete with Twitch. And like this is YouTube gaming,
Mm.
and this is the only thing is that that might like conflict with some of their other streamers. Like I follow this rapper who does a lot of like other influencer content. He on YouTube, and he does lives. So he'll do like a 2 hour live a week, and then he like clips it down and does like different videos throughout the week of like what he talked about in those 2 hours. So where does he fit in into that, right? Like, and then he does a lot of music stuff. He'll do music production. He'll do like I think he calls it like Critique Fridays or something like that, where people submit music and he reviews it live, and like that type of stuff is really cool to see. It's cool to see live on YouTube, and then you can watch
Mhm.
the full video later. But that's not necessarily gaming. And right now, the like official title of the streaming service is YouTube Gaming. So it might get a little wonky there if they try to actually like pull it apart and do something different, or
Mhm.
maybe it's even like starting from scratch. Like here's youtube.com, here's the YouTube app, and here's the YouTube gaming app. Here's youtubegaming.com, and this is
Mhm.
where you go to basically have another experience like Twitch but different. So
Right.
I think they don't want to be a Twitch clone right now, obviously, because YouTube, they do their thing. They're really good at what they do, but they've kind of started biting off at Twitch and the streamers over there. And I mean, it's owned by Google, so there's gonna be competition there because Twitch is owned by Amazon, right? So there's always gonna be that contention there, especially with like the background like infrastructure. Like I work in tech, and seeing this Twitch hack, the fact that Twitch hack happened, the Twitch servers are in AWS, the Amazon cloud. Like that's
Mhm.
kind of scary when you're thinking like corporate wise. Like if you're a business that pays Amazon millions of dollars a year to hold your content or for you to host your services with them, and they get hacked, I mean that's gonna look bad for you regardless.
Wow.
So
I didn't even think
yeah,
about
that's at
that.
the parent level, right? So then you're looking at Google, and I mean I've so far have not heard of a Google hack, right? And they
Mhm.
have their own infrastructure. You can run your whole business on Google as well. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's just a lot of stuff happening there, and especially with Twitch just being under fire the last few months, really. With like, I
Yeah.
mean, they had the DMCA issues, right? Like, I'm sure you ran into a lot of that doing music.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scared to even, play stuff sometimes. I like playing my homies tracks like every stream, and I'm just scared that I'm gonna get hit with a strike or something for playing
Yeah,
music. I mean,
for
it's
like a random
it's like
remix or something.
yeah, yeah, like 1950s mentality of, oh, the artist, oh, only the artist can play their
Yeah,
stuff, but then it's like it's not even owned by the artist. Like the label
yeah,
owns it
exactly.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, and
So it's just a
yeah,
mess.
like that whole thing happened with Twitch, DMC, but that happened on YouTube as well. I just think it was a bigger deal
Mm.
on Twitch because they just mishandled it. YouTube at least would like. I remember. I think I put a video up, and it was like there's like a short 30-second clip where I was outdoors and there's music playing in the background, and all YouTube did was, "Hey, we've just muted this section of your video." I was like,
Yeah,
"All right, screw it." But
yeah,
over here, Twitch will just take down your video and give you a warning. And if you're not a big
yeah,
streamer, it's three strikes and you're out on Twitch, and you get hit with
yeah,
a strike. And there's like, oh dang, like I didn't even know that's what I did. So many streamers had to go back through all their old vlogs and start deleting stuff because they were getting hit with strikes left and right, and like really like good content that was there had to be deleted just because
yeah.
people didn't know. Like I have this list of 200 videos that I don't have time to go through and see if I have music on there. It's not supposed to be there. I'm just gonna have to delete it all. So yeah, it's a lot of content lost. And
Mhm.
then obviously with the streamers leaving for YouTube, leaving Twitch, and all that. So I don't know, man. It's rough out there right now for Twitch, but at the same time, I mean, if you're looking for someone streaming gaming, you're still gonna go to Twitch. As of now, it's
Exactly.
the place to go. I wouldn't say they
Mhm.
necessarily have a monopoly on it now. Like people are slowly chomping at the bit, but I mean, I think right now still, if you want to stream gaming, Twitch is the way to go. YouTube
Yeah.
definitely. You want to post videos, you want to create a YouTube channel in that sense. Even if you really want to stream, you can go YouTube. But if the majority of people I know, when they go to watch someone stream a game, they don't think of YouTube right away. They still think of Twitch. So they still have a handle on
Yeah.
that. It might still be even like a couple years before we see some true competitors with Twitch.
I'll be ready. I'm down to move.
Just jump shit. Just go for it real
Yeah.
quick.
They ain't paying me.
Nah, that's true. That's true. Um, so yeah, so yeah, that's all I really wanted to touch on Twitch. Um, Obviously, it's a good platform that we can stream on, but at the same time, it's not without its flaws or red flags. Um,
Yeah. Competition is always
oh
good
yeah,
though. So as many people that can start them up and try and take them out, it'll just make them better in the end.
true.
So I'm here for it.